Thanks again for joining us on this Monday for iTune2Him. I want us to read this morning from Matthew chapter number 14, beginning with verse number 22. Immediately Jesus made His disciples get into the boat and go before Him to the other side, while He sent the multitudes away. And when He had sent the multitudes away, He went up on the mountain by Himself to pray. Now when evening came, He was alone there. But the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves, for the wind was contrary. Now in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them, walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw Him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost," and they cried out for fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, "Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid." And Peter answered Him and said, "Lord, if it is You, command me to come to You on the water." So He said, "Come." And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, "Lord, save me." And immediately Jesus stretched out His hand and caught him, and said to him, "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" There is so much to be learned from the story of Peter walking on the water. In fact, that's what I want to talk to you about today, water walkers. We see that this trial took place between two great seasons of miracles. We can quickly go from a sunny day to a storm in a matter of hours. Friend, don't lose sight of the Lord's provision when you go from a victory into another trial, because He's faithful. Secondly, Jesus compelled them to get into the boat without Him. He knew there was a storm coming, and He knows about the storm in your life. You know, sometimes Jesus will pull away from us in order to test our faith and strengthen our walk with Him. Thirdly, it was not until the darkest point that Jesus appeared. Scripture says it was the fourth watch of the night. All hope was gone. You know, sometimes it's not until we are most desperate that we see the Lord's deliverance. And then finally, there's no way to practice walking on water. Peter had no prior experience, but he simply stepped out in faith. What did he find when he stepped out of the boat? It's what you and I can find today. He found that Jesus was already there. I pray you have a blessed Monday.